Hello, I am Dr. Nathan Mayl. I'm here at Suria Plastic Surgery, Dr. Kusuma's new office. I'm here to endorse him to you and recommend him to you. He is taking over my practice going forward, and many of the patients who have followed me here and new patients that would otherwise come to me, I am endorsing him to you to give him the ability and the chance to do the same service for you as I would have done. About 2 years ago, I was looking for an exit strategy so I can go into retirement, yet pass my practice along to a very qualified plastic surgeon. I came upon Dr. Kusuma, who was recommended to me as a very young, very capable, extraordinarily well-trained plastic surgeon. We met, and I confirmed all this. Kusuma and I have had a wonderful experience in the past year. When I came here, I was undefined as to how long I would spend easing into retirement. This has been a very interesting year for both of us. We've done a tremendous amount of advances, a new office, new staff, and an extraordinary amount of progress both in plastic surgery, delivering plastic surgery, as well as developing an extraordinarily well-qualified staff. During this past year, I've developed a tremendous amount of confidence in Dr. Kusuma as an extraordinarily creative surgeon. He's willing to take on problems that most plastic surgeons in South Florida are not willing to take on. This includes very complicated reconstructions, as well as equally complicated cosmetic surgery patients, those that have had prior surgery and need touch-up surgery, and those that are beginning in their plastic surgery experience. In addition to being extraordinarily well-trained, he is a diplomat of the American Board of Plastic Surgery, which I think is a minimal qualification plastic surgeons should have when they are working on complicated patients. In addition to that, he himself is a very dedicated plastic surgeon. He works tirelessly, putting in long hours, but is always capable of going forward. He also has a very charitable side of him, which I think is important in a complete plastic surgeon. He's involved in charities both in the United States and in India. He continues to train as he did at the Cleveland Clinic. Even though he's a relatively young plastic surgeon because of experience at the Cleveland Clinic, he has a very extensive ability to both deliver unusual care and to train plastic surgeons as well. What is also very important to me is Dr. Kusuma and I share the same passion for plastic surgery. A plastic surgeon who is truly complete has to be dedicated to the fact that he's in plastic surgery not for the financial rewards, but the emotional rewards, the ability to be creative. Plastic surgery is truly unique in that it requires a plastic surgeon to change every day and every year. My reputation was always based on the fact that I was a horizon thinker. I was the first to do liposuction in the South. I was the first to have a laser all the way back in the 70s. And I still pride myself in that even though I am one of the older plastic surgeons in the South, I've always been, even to my day of retirement now, one that's been using the latest technology. Dr. Kusuma shares his passion for advanced looking. You have to look over the horizon to both be a great plastic surgeon, but also have fun in plastic surgery. The one thing that I will miss most going forward is the fact that I've always had the most creative and artistic part of my life in plastic surgery. I never had to go outside for it. This will be the hardest to replace. But the fortunate thing is that I really feel that Dr. Kusuma shares his passion and will be able to carry forward with my patients and patients who would otherwise have come to me the same kind of thinking. One of the most exciting things of this last year of my practice with Dr. Kusuma has been the ability for me to move the staff I brought with me and myself into a more contemporary practice mode. In this year, we've gone into a digital practice, which I did not have before. We've gone into many contemporary things which have been exciting to me and my staff. In addition to which, we've brought to his staff the experience of years of dealing with patients of many different types. We've expanded my practice in terms of technology and his practice in terms of dealing with a much wider group of patients. This has been very exciting because it forced me into another phase of my practice, that is to update my technological skills, not in surgery, but rather in the other things going on in medicine, which are really required. This included the ability to work with insurance companies on a digital basis, which I did not have before. And this has helped myself as well as Dr. Kusuma's practice. He has developed an extraordinarily good group of people now that will help you and him going forward so you get maximum benefit from his skills both as a reconstructive surgeon and a cosmetic surgeon. One of the things my patients will find is quite different coming over to Dr. Kusuma, and that is this is a very up-to-date office. In addition, it has an amalgam of my staff and his staff. I brought with me my most experienced people, which he has brought into his practice. This included Kim, who is an advanced nurse practitioner, a specialist in laser techniques and injections. In addition, I brought with me Lisa, who was my intake coordinator, and Luz, an esthetician. They have worked into Dr. Kusuma's people, who also are a great selection. And you as patients will benefit from this. You'll see a higher level of patient care and experience going forward. You will find as patients in this office that the experience is going to be different in the new Suria office. The beauty of having space is that we've allowed us to bring Kim, who is an advanced nurse practitioner, expert in lasers, aesthetics. She has always been a great part of my practice going back over 9 years, and Dr. Kusuma and her will be working together going forward to give you the very best experience in lasers and aesthetics. In addition, some of my staff has come with me as well and has been amalgamated to his staff, and they together will give you a much better and more complete patient experience, which you will find, hopefully, a very happy experience. In reviewing this last year, I think you as Dr. Kusuma's patients and my former and continuing patients will find that you will have a truly much upgraded experience with the new office facility, the new technology, and the ability to really go forward in a much better fashion than you did in the past. That is not to say that you did not have a good experience in the past, but the essential thing in any plastic surgery office, as I said, is looking at the horizon. And we are moving forward to stay at that horizon. And if at all possible, move across it so you get the very best experience both in the physicians, staff, and technology.